5280 Sports Network, Nate Lundy, Sean Drotar, your morning minute here as we roll towards a mud-filled weekend as all of the snow starts to melt around town. Hopefully you didn't get too much damage. A lot of pictures around town, trees and all kinds of stuff causing problems. So hopefully that didn't happen to you. If it did, best of luck as you get all that cleaned up and get through the weekend as the sunshine will return. The Rockies got started in Minnesota, and they did exactly what you and I had hoped they would do, which is kick off this road trip by winning a series. They take 2 out of 3, including a split doubleheader yesterday.
Yeah, they did, and boy, what a right time for the road trip. Not because the Rockies had played well, but because they wouldn't have gotten anything in. So even in Minnesota, where they had to have a doubleheader to get their game in after the weather in Minnesota the day before, remember, they don't have a roof on their new stadium like they did at the old the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome, and then it's hefty bag. Yeah, so they get it done with the Twins. German Marquez does a terrific job again as the rookie continues to surprise, filling in for John Gray. They get the win in that one, and then Jose Berrios, again we talked about a little yesterday, one of the top prospects in baseball, completely shuts the Rockies' offense down. That, however, is less of a concern for me than the struggles that continue about the lack of control surrounding Tyler Chatwood.
Yeah, you got some issues there. Now let's talk about the other Tyler. Anderson will be on the bump tonight. They go to Cincinnati in a technology twist, by the way. It was announced yesterday that Facebook has done a deal with Major League Baseball to stream through Facebook Live 20 games on Friday nights, continuing through the rest of the MLB season. And the debut of that is actually the Rockies and the Reds tonight at 5 o'clock. They're going to broadcast that game on Facebook. So an interesting announcement coming yesterday between Facebook and the MLB. But Tyler Anderson will be on the hill. He's taking on Lisa Bonet from The Cosby Show. No?
No. Lisalverto Bonilla.
Say that again?
Lisalverto Bonilla.
I'm so glad you did
pitcher that Cincinnati claimed off Pittsburgh just a little bit ago. He's only making his second start for Cincy tonight.
So you got to win this one. You got to see something good out of Anderson. We know he's had a great strikeout to walk ratio over the course of, he's got one of the better ones over the course of the season, but certainly over the last couple of games. The issue with Anderson, as we've talked about on these videos and on the radio show, is that there's something happening right around the time he sees the lineup, the opposing lineup, for the third time. It's almost as though they get to where they've got some predictability as to the pitches that he's throwing. Want to see that change up a little bit? How do you do it?
Well, I think part of it's coaching, and then part of it may be something they take a look at. When Tony Wolters came back from his concussion, they sent down Dustin Garneau instead of Ryan Hanigan, who they kept. They liked the veteran. They liked what he did with his tour through the staff when Wolters was out. Maybe that's the play. Maybe you take someone like Hanigan, who has a little more experience, who can maybe mix things up a little bit and help Anderson through it. Maybe that's the way to get it going. But you're right. That's the problem. It's not the stuff. It's not the control. It's the fact that he becomes predictable, especially that third time through. And when you give up 4 or 5 runs in the 6th inning, that's enough to lose you a ball game.
You got the second of your 3 series of this road trip. Gets underway tonight again against the Cincinnati Reds. 5 o'clock will be the start time for that one. Folks, have a great weekend. We're all looking forward to the weather getting back to somewhat normal for spring. So we hope you have a fantastic weekend. Sean and I are back with you Monday morning, 7 a.m. on Mile High Sports Radio, AM 1340, FM 1047, and of course all the coverage throughout the weekend, throughout the week at 5280sportsnetwork.com and milehighsports.com. Thanks for being a part of it. Have a great weekend. For Sean, I'm Nate. We'll see you.